Hey, I'm checking in, everyone. How's everyone's day going today? Today. I'll wait it. I'll give it a few minutes. Just got home. Woo woo. Got off a couple minutes early. So, hi, Seraphin. Hello, darling. Thank goodness. I don't know why I'm starting to want to drink coffee more, but I got home and I'm like, thank goodness I have a coffee cup or coffee maker. Oh, is my thing off? Hello. I'm good. How are you doing? Yes. So I made me some coffee. Mm. I've had like 2 cups of coffee in the last 4 days. So I'm trying to slowly wean off of the Red Bull. Well, I started by buying the 8 ounce instead of the 12 ounce. So that's good. But yeah, once I get done here, I am heading to the post office. Sorry it's taken me so long to get that stuff mailed out, but at least I'm doing it this week, right? I think my allergies. I used my what's that stuff? Hey, text girl. I called that number. I got through to somebody finally, but then she had to transfer me over to the balance department because she said from 2014 there was taxes owed or something. I'm like, they're way off because we had already paid off like 10,000 something dollars in taxes. So then I know that was for like 3 years, and then we had the next 3 years to pay out. So I don't know. So that was I was on hold for like an hour the first time. And then when I finally started talking to somebody, it was after 5 o'clock when they transferred me over to the other place. So I think that's why they didn't answer. I held on for over an hour there. So I just got home from work, changed real quick, made some coffee, and I'm catching up with you guys. And then I'm going to call them again. Uh, Yeah, another transfer. So thank you for that number. That was the same number I called the day before or earlier yesterday, whenever it was. And the option was different. I think you had me pick a different option. So yes, Seraphine, I'm going to be heading to the post office here in a bit. I got to call the IRS again. I got to contact my lawyer again for the divorce. And what else? I have so much to do. So I got this. I filled out this thing online, and it was it's for a church, and it's a turning point, questioning your faith. They send you a little brochure, and oh, that just makes me so sad. Hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so it's questioning your faith. They send you this out free. So it gives you like words, right? This This room has terrible lighting. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't have a studio put up here or anything. So wonder is a verb. Definition: to wonder. To desire or be curious to know something. It has, so if you wonder, the true wonder has a divine intent. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. Hey Chris, what's up? Warm it up, Chris. Okay, so this is, I just want to read a little bit to you guys. If you're, I know some of you guys are, I don't like the word religious. I don't at all. I know some of you guys have faith, right? Some of us have faith in different things. And I happen to have faith in God. Yeah, different options. And I think you gave me the right option. I had to click personal. Something. I'll check it out again. So what, when, why, where, and how? It all starts with a question. When the Queen of Sheba traveled to Jerusalem to visit King Solomon, she came to test him with hard questions. So Solomon answered all her questions. There was nothing so difficult for the king that he could not explain to her. 1 Kings 10, 1 through 3. We all have hard questions. Life is full of them. Your faith likely started with a question, and the questions will not end there. In a sense, all learning begins with questions, many of which begin with the words what, when, why, where, or how. Some of the questions arise in our heart. Why did this happen? What is life all about? And other questions arise in our mind. Where is God? How do I know the Bible is real? And in this issue of turning points, we want to embrace the questions of life and praise God for the ability to ask them. Questions aren't bad. The Bible is full of them. Think of the Queen of Sheba. She was full of hard questions, and she traveled a long distance to ask them. Solomon wasn't intimidated by a single one, and neither is he who is greater than Solomon. Good questions have good answers, but if we never ask the questions, we may never discover the answers. Even Jesus had questions when he was 12 years old. His parents found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them and asking them questions. Luke 2:46. Hi, Anne. Aw, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Coffee. How you feeling, Anne? I've been praying for you. Thank you for popping in and at least saying hello. You guys, this lighting. Believe me, I did not want to get up this morning. My sinuses, like, they're so stuffed. Allergies, I tell you. Yesterday when I woke up, I sneezed like 5 times in a row, and I ever sneeze. So this says, if we never ask questions, we may never discover the answers. Wouldn't you have loved to have heard that conversation? Perhaps you have questions in your heart or mind you've never asked. Sometimes we're afraid to ask a question because we're afraid there's no good answer. Suppose, for example, you have occasional doubts about God's existence or the truthfulness of the stories in the Bible or whether you are truly saved and going to heaven. Some people try to push those questions down, like trying to shove a clown back into a jack-in-the-box. Who remembers those jack-in-the-boxes? I want one of those. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Remember you turn it and all of a sudden, like when you're a kid, you're like scared when it's going to pop out? Who remembers those? I love those jack-in-the-boxes. Those were cute. Okay, sorry. I believe questions like those have good answers, answers that will increase your insight and strengthen your faith. But if you aren't willing to ask the questions, you'll find yourself jumping on the lid of that jack-in-the-box over and over, trying to keep the attention contained. Hello, Dawn. How are you? Missed you last night. So we're gonna read through this. It's got different sections. Doubting, when you doubt your faith. It's normal to wonder. It's normal wondering. It's normal to searching. When we're searching for something and we can't find the answer, we're searching for an answer for something. So I think this is a good. Now he has study Bibles. The Jeremiah Study Bible. It's pretty cool. That's okay, Don. We watched Coffee. What was the name of the movie we watched? It was really good. I don't know. I don't know if I liked last week's movie better or the week before's movie better or last night. Last night was kind of about what's it called? Spirits and stuff. Not extraterrestrial, not the ET. It's about spirits and stuff like that. You know, you don't remember the name? Thank you. On his fourth trip to Madigan in 5 days, this time by ambulance, and now he's on fentanyl to keep him comfortable. Oh, honey. I'm doing really busy. My grandfather's in the hospital and things aren't looking good. If he gets to leave the hospital, he will move into my parents, so we are helping. Everybody say prayers, please, for Anne. Keep her grandfather in your prayers as well. You guys, loss sucks. I'm not saying you've lost him yet, but just knowing that he's struggling and that inevitably will be coming at some point. I don't know if I want to know ahead of time that I was going to be losing somebody, or if I would just want to. I don't know. Think positive, girl. Somebody sweet sent me this cup. Hi, Ian Amon. I'm sending out your necklace today. Sorry, you guys, it's taken me a few extra days. I feel like I can't, I really feel sometimes like, you know, when you get so overwhelmed and you've got so many little things to do, you just don't, you have so many little things to do, you don't know where to start because, well, especially when you have ADD or ADHD, when you can't focus on one thing for too long, then your mind's thinking about the next thing you have to do and the next thing, or something completely different that doesn't have to be done until next week. But it's so hard to get things done. Like right now, I don't want to do anything. I just got home from work. I just want to change. Sorry. I was going to say I want to change. I already changed. I would just want to go to bed. Like, I just want to go lay down and sleep. That's what I want to do. He says he's tired and ready to go home to heaven to be with his wife, my grandma. He's been without her for 26 years. Well, that's a beautiful thing that he'll get to see her again, right? Yeah. Oh, my eyes stung. Sorry. Lists help me when I get one I checked up. I've done the list thing too. Like, so much going on. So we know my daughter moved out with her boyfriend. They're fine. I get a date with her on Friday, and she made the date with me. It was going to be Saturday, and she's like, "Can we do it Friday, Mama?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So I'm hanging out with her on Friday. So I'm really excited that my daughter, she's been texting me or calling me every day since she moved out. She tells me she misses me. So that's a blessing in itself right there, that we are bonding more. And she misses me. She couldn't stand me when she lived here. She just wanted me away from me. So, but like I thought, once she got out with her boyfriend and they got to have their own space where mom wasn't lurking around, I figured she would, calm down a little bit with that. And then my son came and picked up his dirt bike last night and brought it out to the property. He said his dad built a fence. So you guys saw that big property when I did a live. Remember the horses and stuff? So his dad built a fence for Sosa. So Sosa can just be outside as much as he wants and run around, and we don't have to worry about him getting to the horses or anything. So my son says him and his dad have been bonding more. That's a blessing. I don't know why, you guys. Honestly, I don't know why. I don't want to tear up. Don't let me cry. Like, it's a great thing that he's getting his shit out of the house, right? I mean, he's got 3 bikes here, a dirt bike, a Harley, and a street bike. So it's good. He's slowly taking things out. A few months ago, he took a bunch of stuff out of the bedroom, a bunch of clothes. He donated a bunch of stuff. But now that he's doing it without me having to ask him to do it, I know this is like not what it is at all. It's not, like, this is a natural process. This is what they do. They grow up and they move on. They move out. But I don't know why, like, deep, deep down inside, it feels like abandonment. But it's not, It's not. He's not abandoning me. Like, he's doing what kids do when they grow up. But it still feels like, since he's the one that's taking the initiative and it's not mom saying, "Hey, come and get your shit out. Come on, get Sosa, get this." It almost feels, it feels like, oh, he wants to be away from me. He wants his stuff out of here. But he should want that, right? He should want his stuff out of here, and he should want to be moving on in life. So that's a great thing. But deep down, a little part of me, a little teeny tiny part of me, I think I've done it in the past, has been overcompensating so they would stay. And that's not okay for me to do. That's very not healthy to do. But I didn't do it like subconscious, like I didn't realize I was doing it. It's just that's the way my mind worked. Because I wanted to always make sure they were around, where I knew everything, they were okay. No one else out there. There's no one else out there to protect them. He told us this morning that we got all night to bring him home. My heart is breaking. I'm in tears telling you all this. Anne, I'm so sorry. So he's ready to go home. That means he doesn't want to hurt anymore. He just doesn't. He wants to leave this old cruel world. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Sing that song to him. He'll love it. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. Don't pay attention to my voice. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. He's very ready. He just turned 89 on March 13th. Aww. So he's lived a long, good life, eh? That's a blessing. He's had a long, good life, but I'm sure he's ready to go home to his bride, right? He's ready to go home and see his wife. Aww. Why am I so damn emotional today? Stop it. Don't cry. Life is wonderful. Life is beautiful, you guys. You did tell me, Dawn. You said, you wait. Life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. We all have people, most have people in their lives that love them, that care for them. Some of us, now it's getting really hot out, and it wasn't earlier. But 26 years without grandma. They were married for 42 years. So not only did he lose his bride, he lost his best friend. Yeah, that's so admirable. And that's what I wanted. I thought, I'm not trying to make this about me. It's just an example that's exactly the marriage, for 42. That's what I wanted. I thought we were going to be that couple that grew old together, like rocking on the rocking chairs on the front porch, babysitting our grandkids, great grandkids. And it sucks that I had no control over that. I'm not going to force somebody. I'm not going to try to force someone. You guys, it is getting so freaking hot. Oh my gosh. When my dad passed away, he was having to start chemo the following day and really didn't want to. He passed in his sleep. I was so happy God honored. Oh my gosh. Dawn, yeah, that chemo stuff. I watched my father go through that. And yeah, that is amazing that God honored his wish. To Reno every year up till about 15 years ago. Couldn't make that drive at his age. Oh, he used to take her urn up to, oh my gosh. So hard when you lose that. It rocks every fiber of who you are as a person. Hardest thing ever. Yes. When you think your future's one way, right? You're going to be married. You're going to grow old together. You're going to have, your kids are going to grow up. You're going to watch them get married and have babies. And then you're going to have grandkids and great grandkids. And you're going to watch them graduate high school. And you're going to do it as a couple. And your kids and your grandkids are going to be so happy that their parents, and grandma and grandpa are still together. They beat all odds of this crazy, sometimes evil, corrupt, perverted world. He had a twinkle in the corner of his left eye. It was as he was saying, I won. Oh my gosh. Sounds like your grandpa was really good to his wife. So that gave you guys comfort, Dawn, right? That he was happy. That's what he wanted. My brother said that when we were in the hospital after my father had passed, because we didn't get back until he already died, and my brother swears that he looked over at my dad and the corner of his mouth raised, like he smiled. I didn't see it, but he said he did. We used to go racing around the hospital in the wheelchairs. When they become part of you, your heart beats with them, and then that heartbeat goes away. How does yours still beat? Oh, that's deep. Yes, Coffee. Yeah, their heartbeat, it's yours. Hold on, I gotta get some. Oh. I found my vision board. It's just a small one. We're gonna start off with a small one. I need to get the magazines. I have some in the garage. But then part of me is like, I'm kind of pissed at him too because of him, I have to go through all these steps to fix things with the IRS. He always does things half-assed. So because of him, I have to clean up a lot of messes, and I don't, but I was willing to do all that, I was his wife. So, for better or for worse, that's what we say when we marry. And I took it seriously. When I said those vows, I meant them, but when your spouse is taken from you, whether it be through God wants to call them home, or they decide they don't want you anymore, or they decide they want somebody else, you have no control over that. So the best thing to do from that point, if you've fought hard to try to make it work and it's just not going to work, you got to accept it, go through that heartbreak. Don't go sleeping with other people. Don't go out and start drinking and partying and having sex with other people. No, because guess what? You're just going to have to deal with the pain later, all over again. So I would rather, and I've had plenty of time now, and I'm still hurting over it, and I've had plenty of time because there wasn't that closure. Now that I know there's that closure, my heart, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing drugs to deal with the pain. I'm going through it. So once I heal from it, then I'll be healthy to move on, eventually meet somebody else possibly, if that's God's will. But partying and going out and drinking and sleeping with different people and hooking up, and you're just going to stay messed up in your head, because there's at some point you have to deal with it. Now, if you're using other people to get over it, then all you're doing is stuffing whatever's going on, and it's going to come out somehow, some way. and you're going to be miserable. Happy-go-lucky, up in the house. What's up? Make it work first if you can't. At least you tried. Right. You still have your girlfriend, Byron? That was his world. He calls her Baby Duck. I'm not sure why. And code names were George and Sam. And you're so cute. Yeah, you cannot control if somebody wants to be with you or not. You just can't. And you have to realize you're worth more. It's taken me time to realize that. You know what? I'm not a doormat. I gave my life to this man. Almost 30 years. Gave him 2 beautiful children. And he decided he wanted something else. Okay? He didn't need to do the psychological bullshit with me and mess with me, though, and all of that to keep me waiting around. But now that I have closure, I know he's with somebody else. That's it. I'm done. So, and he's done. So now I can heal. And Kiki, how's your boo, Kiki? How are you doing, honey? Yeah, you have to, Dawn. You cannot numb it. You cannot mask it because it's going to always be there for you to deal with at some other point. And you don't want it coming out when you're in another relationship, you know, messing with that. Thank you, Anne. I'm praying for you, honey, and your grandpa. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing with us. So, again, if you're a mom and you and your spouse are split up or splitting up in the process of splitting up and you have kids, naturally, you're going to cling to those kids. That's just natural. And it's like you 3 against the world. That's how it feels a lot of times. The 3 Musketeers, you 3 against the world, right? But then they grow up. And that's good. You've done a good job if they grow up and move on, you know, and they're doing something with their lives. That's great. You did a good job. Thank you, Dawn. They are watching. Because they say little things. You know, you think that they don't care. They don't care what you're doing. They do. Because I mentioned, well, what if maybe mom should date, right? They get upset, like, you know, when we're still married. When he moved on, I'm like, maybe I should start dating. And they're like, no, that you won't. We know you. They know what I will and won't do. Just like when I mentioned, maybe I should, what do you think about if I did OnlyFans? I said to my daughter, I go, what would you think if I went on there and I was showing this and showing that and getting money on OnlyFans from dudes? She goes, you would. She goes, I'd be humiliated if anyone knew, but she goes, I know you wouldn't do that. Well, I'm sure you would have, but he still gave me that hope, Robert. So I have to say, I'm glad you've been on here more. Aw, in the daytime, E&A Mom. Well, Robert, just beginning of COVID, he was going to move home. So that's, I mean, there's just always been, he always told me, I'm not, you know, I haven't been with anybody. I don't want anybody. All I do is work and go home and blah, 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 blah. That wasn't true. Oh, yes. Yesterday, didn't she get found guilty yesterday or was it early this morning? Well, yeah, it did. I think deep down, I knew, you know, deep down, Robert, I think I knew he was lying, but I think deep down, too, I wanted to believe him. Hi, Sharon. How are you, darling? How are you feeling? Right, in all reality. Even though we've been separated, like we've still always spent, you know, whatever. It's just, they have 2 kids around your kid's age, and now she is in jail forever. Going to miss out on, oh my gosh. See, when I see that, things like that, I just think, I must have done something right. You know, my kids are amazing. If I've done nothing else in life that means anything, at least I raised amazing kids. That's the way I look at it. I was a great mom, and I believe that's what God had planned for me, right? To be a mother and raise those 2 kids the best I could and to love him. And by that letter that I read from my daughter, she believes in God and she prays and she really has faith. My son does, but he just doesn't talk about it much. Am on the mend. Oh, good, good. I've been praying for you too. Do you want to hear something really cool? The place that I am waiting on a job offer is where Mark Klein worked. Are you kidding? Did you know that before, E&A Mom? That's amazing. OMG. Wow. That is so cool. What a small world, huh? What a small world. Boom, boom, chaka-laka-laka, boom, 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 chaka-laka, boom. Anyways, I didn't plan on staying on long. I have to go to the post office and mail out the prizes that people won. I have to, yeah. I took off my nails last night. I'm wearing a mood ring. I have to look it up, but it's like a royal blue. What does royal blue mean, you guys? And I'm wearing the ring that my BFF gave me. I love this ring. You know that princess ring? The tiara ring I bought? It doesn't fit my finger anymore. My finger's too swollen. It gets too swollen. No, I didn't know. I actually talked to Mark on the phone today. It was weird hearing his voice. Oh, isn't he single, E&A Mom? We're trying to plan that Vegas trip, you guys. So what we're trying to plan is I don't want to be responsible to take anyone's funds for it. So we're trying to figure out if anyone has any ideas for when we go, if we're gonna end up staying in a what you call it? Come on, what's the name of it? Bed and breakfast place, whatever whatever it's called. I know the name. I'm trying to think of the word. Ooh, chicken tikka. Oh, I love Marsala. Oh, yum. Jasmine rice. That is so good. Okay, Kiki. You making it for your not little. You making it for your man? Oh, E&A Mom. There you go. You remember these, Dawn? I have 2 little ones too, like that are just bands. They're tiny. So, I have it on the tip of my tongue, the name of the places. Anyways, if we're going to stay there, we got to figure out how everyone's going to take care of their part. Because, sorry, you guys, I'm not paying for everybody. Just to let you know. Hi, Yvette. Aw. Thank you, sweetie. It's nice to see you. Well, I guess I haven't come on other than yesterday afternoon driving real quick. I haven't been on in a couple nights, I don't think so. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's nice to hear sometimes, you guys. It is. Why is he sad, Kiki? What's wrong? Who watched Handmaid's Tale? Who watched The Handmaid's Tale last night? Oh my gosh. If June doesn't go back, I don't want to give it away, but she ran into her friend, right? The one who escaped and is hanging with her husband, the group of friends, right? What's the gal that played on Orange is the New Black? Anyways, they found each other. She found June. If June doesn't go back with her, I think I'm going to quit watching. Seriously, because sometimes June pisses me off. It's like, come on, dude. Like, why would you not go home to your husband? Thank you so much, Yvette. Aw, thank you. That means a lot. Oh, because of Israel. Yeah, what's going on with the bombs or whatever's getting thrown down there? What are they throwing? What are they doing to Israel? I forgot. They're striking it or something? What was I going to say? Yeah, anyways, June pisses me off. I love that show, but if she doesn't go with the gal, then I'm going to be really annoyed. But I guess the show wouldn't be the show anymore if she didn't stay out in trying to rescue people. Yeah, they really want to take out Israel, the Holy Land, Jerusalem. I would love to go to Jerusalem. How awesome would that be? I feel like I have a hangover today, you guys, and I haven't drank. So I don't know what the hell is going on. It's got to be allergies. Okay. I'm stalling, but I gotta go. I gotta go to the post office. So I can mail you your guys' stuff. Oh yeah, I need to get something at the store. What was it? Shit. Oh, creamer. Kiki says I got a drink. You got a beer? What kind of beer? Bye, Ian Amon. Thank you. You too, coffee. I'm wondering maybe I'll make dinner tonight for myself. So I haven't seen Sosa. They left last night and I haven't heard a peep out of them. All right. It's kind of nice. It's a Cook. Is that a beer? A name brand? Is that Cook? Huh. All right, y'all. Lots of love. God bless you. I'll be back later. I'm gonna go. Who knows? You know what I kind of feel like doing? I kind of feel like going to this secondhand store. I think that would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun to go to like a Goodwill or a Value Village or like some little rinky-dink little secondhand store? Wouldn't that be fun? No news is good news. Exactly. I shouldn't be saying anything because it'll probably come soon enough. Yeah, it'll probably come soon enough. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Sorry I've kind of been, but for me right now it's like roller coaster. Ooh, 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 roller coaster. Bye. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll come on when I'm in the car. Leather garment to cup up. I want one of those damn bags, Kiki. I want to buy one. Leather garment to cut up from Goodwill. What kind of leather garment? How big? What are you looking for? Oh, cook emoji. Okay, bye guys. Have a great day. I might see you.